Did you have a good weekend?
I survived it.
Yeah.
Just kind of running around doing the crazy stuff, getting ready for back to school, which is scary because I think not this week, but the week after my son starts going back to school, like the 14th.
Something like that.
And it's just like, it's ridiculous. You can't even, get to Labor Day now without having it, having back to school. And then they'll take like 2-3 weeks off in the middle of the school year when parents are like unable to do anything. And it's like, this is ridiculous. Silliness at its finest.
Right. Did you enjoy the weather at least this last weekend?
You always enjoy the weather because it's weather. You can't really do anything about it. So you might as well enjoy it.
Right. Well, Saturday was really hot, and then Sunday was really windy. So that's all I remember. I was golfing all day Sunday. So
there are worse ways to spend Sunday.
Right.
No, I'm just getting ready for to watch some of the Olympics. So waiting for some of the street skateboarding to go through.
Okay. When's that go?
Some of it has already gone past. I think women's finals are this week are sometime this week.
Sure.
And found a skater out of Canada that I really got into. He reminds me of Rodney Mullen in his inventiveness on street skate.
Okay.
Just I can't skate myself. I'm not that cool. But it's just the stuff this man can do with a board on his feet without even having to ollie. He can just go. It's just beyond insane.
So on a scale of 1 to Tony Hawk.
He just recently had an interview with Tony Hawk and Jason Ellis on the Hawk and Wolf podcast, and they were skating out in the area, and he's like, Tony's like, I saw you do. He was riding the vert ramp, and then he came up and he did a trick on the back guardrail. And Tony's like, I've never seen anyone do that in my entire life in a run. And it's like, I've never seen anyone do his entire run. The stuff that he does is just insane. Just doesn't make sense.
Sure.
And the way this guy understands skating and talks about skating, gets that he's just deep into it, wants to make it more easy for people to get into.
Sure.
And he professionally, even though it's like no one gets popular or gets signed wearing a helmet, quote unquote, used to be the thing. He still wears a helmet to this day because like, I'm not going to go and tell the kids I'm teaching how to skateboard to wear a helmet and then go and skate without a helmet.
Sure.
So it just kind of became his thing. He was the one on the YouTube video where he did the trick where he popped over one rail and then landed on the board, then jumped, then had the skateboard go underneath another rail and jumped over and landed on a board. And people are like, that trick's impossible. There's no way he actually did it. I'm like, no, I firmly believe that this guy has the ability to defy gravity in that function at all times.
Sure. Wow. Well, that's cool. Well, talk about Olympics here for those of you that just popped in. Welcome to our show. This is Rainbow Live presents Wednesday Night Lights with your host Casey and Patrick. We're here to bring you all the new to us and restock stuff that we have for the week.
Yay!
We'll start off with everybody's unfavorite section, sports cards.
Yay! Sports ball.
We'll start off with a mega box for 2024 Topps Chrome. So those of you that have been collecting Chrome, we have the mega box here now. So
not to be confused with Megatron, two entirely different things.
Right.
Does not transform.
Yeah. Oh, people would wish that some of those cards would transform into really nice ones.
This is true.
Another new product for the week. Just hasn't made to the shelf yet. It will make the shelf here soon. 2024 Topps Finest. Now, I was doing a little bit of research on this, and I just wonder if the people and this has nothing, I'm not making fun of, I'm not trying to disparage anybody, but it just makes you wonder if people can do math, because I was looking at the ratios of how often you can get things, and it says on the box you can get 2 Chrome autographs per box. Well, if you look at the box, it says that it's 6 packs per box, 10 cards per pack, so 60 cards. Well, the ratios, according to the ratios, you can get an autograph 1 every 10 packs. And there's only 6 packs per box, but you're supposed to be guaranteed 2 autographs. How does that work? Do you know, Patrick? Audience?
I think it's the Monty Hall principle. I don't understand the Monty Hall principle. I've tried to figure it out for years, It just doesn't make sense to me. It's kind of like dividing by zero. Some people say it can't be done, but by gosh, they're doing it.
Right. But anyway, I just food for thought for those of you that are watching this show, and we'll watch it at a later date. But yeah, brand new product this week. Come and get it if you're a big baseball collector. And like I showed earlier, the Topps Pro Mega Box is addition. So now that we're done with sports ball, woo!
Sports ball.
We're gonna talk about another. It's kind of like cards, but not really. It's a brand new product. They're called Cyber Cells. So anybody that knows what those are, we have new Sonic Cyber Cells, which this is what the packs look like. And I'll show this up closely. If you look at the thing up here at the top, it shows you what to do with the card or Cyber Cell when you open it to make it more 3D graphic type of art, I guess is what I kind of understand from it. So those of you that are huge into collecting Sonic stuff, or huge Sega fans, this is might be a new product for you guys to collect. You want to talk about that, Patrick?
Ooh, we've got new Fig pins, always fun to get in. It is a series of blind box, this time with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We've got the 4 regular turtles. We've got Bebop, Rocksteady, Shredder, and April O'Neil in this first series of the collection. Obviously, with new collections, I'll have new pins. I'm probably going to skip this one because I'm kind of a Splinter guy myself. Nothing like wearing a rat on your collar.
Right.
But to each their own. So, yeah. But if you're interested in collecting those pins, they're always fun to toss on the bag, especially back to school, things like that. Get them for the kiddos, toss it on the bag, have them be able to tell their bag from someone else's.
Sure. You got any other ideas that people could use for back to school?
Back to school? Oh, yeah. Well, we've got the new Pokemon product. The mini portfolio holds 50 cards. So if they're going back to school, it's something that can fit in the backpack. They can battle their buddies during their lunch break or during recess, as it were. Keep them nice and contained in a nice orderly pack, so mom's happy, so they're not scattered all over the bedroom floor. Because Lord knows that never happens at my house with my kids. Not in a million years would they do that.
All right. And if we look at the other side, this tells you what the pack is for these. It's Temporal Forces, which I believe that is the newest set that's out. Correct me if I'm wrong for those of you watching. So another cool new thing for this week is these nice little card boxes.
Featuring Starro, it looks like. Yes. Are they all Starros?
No. They're other. We have Superman, the Flash.
Ooh, what else we got here? Ooh, we got Batman, and we've got Wonder Woman. So we've got the whole good old DC lineup here. Plus we've got Starro grabbing onto Superman's face. Always a good time.
Yeah. And just to let you guys know, if you're guys collecting these, if you want to, because this is a great way to keep your decks separated. Starro is actually the chase, and just to let everybody know, Starro is Amanda's spotlight.
And along with that, if you want to keep these organized, we got to the next level here. We have the 8-pack designers designed to fit 8 of those perfectly into a nice DC box. So if you're into the card game stuff, into the comic book stuff at the same time, we got your double whammy right here. Mm-hmm. If you know someone who likes both those things, get them a little Christmas present early, or put it in the back of the closet. It'll wait till Christmas. It wraps up nicely too. Nice shoebox size. You can tell them you got them shoes and trick them for Christmas.
Right. And just to let everybody know, on the back here, if you come in and get these, we do have the front 4, which is the ones that we showed you: Superman, Wonder Woman, the Flash, and Batman. But we do not have the ones in the back, which happen to be Green Lantern, Aquaman, Cyborg, and Plastic Man. Sorry, I almost didn't think of his name for a second there. So
there are a lot of stretchy superheroes in the DC side of things, and people get them confused. So don't worry. You're not the first. You won't be the last.
All right. So that completes everything outside of sports cards that were in the trading card section. Now we'll get into everybody's favorite section, which is Funko Town. I'll start with my section here because Patrick's got an awesome section over there. First, we'll start off with, we've got Kate Diaz for those of you gamers that are huge into Gears of War. That was a game I kind of tried when it first came out, just never really got into. You know, people preferred Halo over Gears of War when it came to that multiplayer, and I just never went back to it. But I hear it's actually a pretty good storyline.
The storyline is fun. Individual one player is fantastic. For me, the multiplayer did leave a lot to be desired. Halo is the better shooter for that, for that kind of console-based setup.
Sure. Well, and the interesting thing is when we tried multiplayer on Gears of War, the one tool that everybody used was the saw blade instead of trying to shoot each other. So.
Well, it's just like kind of like GoldenEye. You use more proximity mines than anything else.
Right. And then we have a little bit of a Marvel collection that came in. We have Bruce Banner trying to turn into the Hulk from Avengers Infinity War.
Road Rage Bruce Banner, as I like to call him.
Then we have Black Panther. This one's glow in the dark. So those of you that want to buy this and try it out, I know there's a purple one in our collection over there, but this I thought I'd highlight because this is a blue version from Walmart. So I'm assuming they did that on purpose. Yeah. And then for this actually is a guy that I actually already have in my collection. So if it wasn't for that, I'd probably actually buy this today. We have Hulkbuster. So those of you that really loved that when Tony called for Veronica. And if anybody knows that reference, knows it's the Betty and Veronica from Archie comics. So what do you got awesomeness over there?
Oh, I have got one of my favorite movies from my college days, Dazed and Confused. We have the freshman, Mitch Kramer. We have the second time senior, Randall Pink Floyd. We have Slater, man. You cool? And of course, we have David Wooderson. All right, all right, all right. So if you're into those movie Funkos or those superhero Funkos, we've got a nice restock coming in all the time. If we don't see it on the shelves, you can let us know. We can see if we got it upstairs, and if we don't have it upstairs, we can we can put it on our bounty board, see if it comes in.
All right. And for those superhero ones, one of the highlights from what we didn't bring over to show off to you was there's a whole bunch of different Thanos, green, red, gold. So I'm assuming that they signify each of the
Infinity Gems.
Infinity Gems. So for those of you that actually have some of those and need to complete your collection, we might have the ones that you need. So, and then we have Carnage. Looks like Spider-Man, some old, some special edition Iron Man and Spider-Man, and so. Those of you that are really into getting those collections completed, we have plenty of those. So,
we also have, for those Loki fans, we have a Loki and Sylvie double set. We've got a few of the bigger ones that came in that collection too. So, if you're looking for one of those that you may have missed out on, we have those coming in as well.
Yeah. And then we had a couple of WWE ones and a couple other things like Bret Michaels. So we have a plethora of different things that will touch your interests. So anyway, that concludes our show. I know it's a little bit shorter than what we're used to, but that just means we have to go get back to work, right, Patrick?
Hooray,
Woo-hoo!
comics!
And earning money.
Yeah.
So we can pay for those comics.
Amen.
So anyway, you guys have a good night. Like we always say, we're open till 8 for the rest of the evening. Or if you can't get here tonight, we're open at 10 tomorrow morning. So
damn the man, save the empire.
All right. Oh, and for those of you that want to say hi to Derek on Monday, 'cause Monday's his birthday, and for those of you that want to say hi to Amanda tomorrow's her birthday. So you guys have a good night, and wish everybody a happy birthday when it's their birthday.